Have you ever had a moment where it felt like the entire universe was conspiring in your favor? A moment so perfectly timed, so profoundly aligned, that it sends a chill through your spine and leaves you breathless in awe. Imagine finding yourself suspended at the center of time, caught in a web of synchronicity so intricate, it seems impossible it happened by chance. It feels designed, intentional, as if some unseen force is quietly pulling the strings. Have you ever experienced such undeniable synchronicity that labeling it as mere coincidence felt dishonest? Picture this: you're driving down a quiet road, lost in your own thoughts. Suddenly a song comes on the radio, one you haven't heard in years. The lyrics strike something deep within you, unlocking a floodgate of emotion and forgotten memories. It's as if the universe is speaking directly to your soul, using melody and memory as its messengers. This phenomenon, often brushed off as coincidence, is what Swiss psychologist Carl Jung called synchronicity, a mysterious dance between the outer world and our inner landscape. It's the meeting point of meaning and mystery, where events align in ways that defy logic but pulse with purpose. Unlike the classical idea of cause and effect, synchronicity isn't about one thing leading to another. It's about meaningful connections that arise without any visible thread of causality. Jung believed these moments weren't random. They were messages, signs, reflections from the hidden architecture of the cosmos. Stay with us, because in this video, we'll explore the depths of Jung's theory of synchronicity, unpacking its psychological roots and cosmic implications. We'll also look at some famous real-life stories that highlight just how powerful and life-changing these experiences can be. Jung once said, "We often dream about people from whom we receive a letter the next day, and I have confirmed many times that, at the moment of the dream, the letter was already lying in the post office." One of his most well-known examples involves a patient recounting a dream about a golden scarab beetle, only for Jung to witness a real scarab tapping at the window at very moment. These moments, he argued, are more than curious flukes. They are glimpses into the unseen intelligence behind reality. To Jung, synchronicity suggested that reality itself may be structured by meaning, not just mechanics. That something greater was communicating with us through the seemingly mundane, subtle nudges, dreamlike moments, perfectly timed signs. Even ancient texts grasped at this mystery. Lao Tzu wrote, "We shape clay into a pot, but it is the emptiness inside that holds whatever we want. We hammer wood for a house, but it is the empty space that makes it livable." Thus, we work with what is, but use what is not. It's the same with synchronicity. It isn't what you can touch or measure. It's the invisible resonance, the silence between the notes. Today, many encounter synchronicity through repeating numbers, angel numbers as they're often called. These sequences like 111, 222, or 5 and 55, are believed to be messages from the metaphysical realm. They may signal transformation, alignment, endings, or new beginnings. Numerology, dating back to the followers of Pythagoras, saw numbers as sacred symbols. Even numbers were considered feminine, odd numbers masculine. The number 4 represented justice, and 10 was seen as perfect. Some even believed in a hidden counter, Earth, always concealed behind the sun. But whether you see a number once or it follows you for years, the power lies in how you feel when it appears. These signs invite you to pause, reflect, and connect to your intuition. They ask you to tune into the frequency of the universe. Think of the cosmos as a grand symphony, playing quietly in the background. Every so often, synchronicity lets us hear the melody. Maybe it's a butterfly landing on your shoulder at the exact moment you're contemplating a life-altering decision. Or maybe it's meeting someone who feels uncannily familiar, like a soul you've known forever. Even déjà vu, those surreal moments when reality feels like a replay, may be a kind of synchronistic echo, reminding us that time isn't as linear as we think. So why does synchronicity happen? What purpose does it serve? Some say it's the universe guiding us, a cosmic GPS helping us navigate life's twists and turns. These moments might be signs that we're aligned with our true path, or gentle whispers nudging us to rethink our direction. Maybe it's the unexpected encounter with a friend you were just thinking about. Or a book falling off a shelf with a message you needed to read. These are not just quirks of chance. They are invitations, reminders that we are deeply connected, to each other, to the cosmos, and to something far beyond comprehension. To truly engage with synchronicity is to remain open to wonder. It's to surrender to mystery. It's to walk through life with your eyes wide open, knowing that every moment may be more meaningful than it seems. It's an invitation to dance with the unknown, to surrender to the possibility that beneath the apparent chaos of life, a hidden order is at play. When we open ourselves to the rhythm of synchronicity, we begin to move in harmony with the cosmos, creating our reality with the divine intelligence that flows through all things. Because the eye gazes but cannot glimpse it, it is called elusive. Because the ear listens but cannot hear it, it is called subtle. Because the hand reaches but cannot grasp it, it is called formless. These are the shapeless shapes, the echoes of meaning beyond form. Approach them, and you see no beginning. Follow them, and you see no end. Do not underestimate the quiet power of synchronicity. When you allow yourself to trust the unseen, to listen with the heart rather than just the mind, you'll begin to notice it everywhere. The universe becomes a whispering presence, leaving breadcrumbs of insight, urging you forward on your path. Carl Jung's insights offer a profound perspective on this mystery. He believed that synchronicity is not random, but deeply reflective of our inner worlds, an echo of the soul's journey through the material realm. For Jung, these meaningful coincidences are not mere quirks of chance, but glimpses into the architecture of reality itself, an affirmation of the law of karma, where every thought, every action, is part of a vast interconnected web. A synchronistic event is often a breakthrough moment, a crack in the fabric of ordinary reality that reveals the hidden order beneath our daily chaos. It disrupts the inertia of routine and pierces through the veil of surface-level logic, awakening something ancient, intuitive, and deeply sacred within us. In that flash of recognition, something long dormant stirs. Jung believed these events are not mere accidents, but sacred ruptures, portals that accelerate spiritual evolution. They reaffirm what the soul has always known, that we are part of a vast, interconnected web of meaning, and that life is far more mysterious, purposeful, and interconnected than it appears on the surface. What, then, separates a coincidence from a synchronistic event? It is not the occurrence itself, but the resonance it awakens within. Coincidences are random, but synchronicities hit you in the heart. They stop you mid-thought and leave you breathless, whispering, "This means something." Jung's theory challenges the mechanistic worldview and invites us to step outside the straight lines of time and causation. He proposed that synchronicity is not bound by cause and effect, but rooted in a deeper order, a hidden matrix known as the collective unconscious. This vast psychic field links us to each other, to archetypes, to ancestors, and to cosmic rhythms that move in silence beneath the surface of waking life. When something deeply meaningful happens, something so precise and uncanny that it defies logic, it's not simply happening to us. It's unfolding through us. The unconscious speaks not in words, but in signs, symbols, dreams, and intuitions. A synchronistic moment is a soul message, a brushstroke from the unseen realms painting itself onto the canvas of your life. The more attuned we become to these moments, the more fluent we grow in this sacred language. Dreams, in particular, become a rich portal for this communication. Jung believed dreams carry the same numinous energy as synchronistic events. They emerge from the same source, the unconscious, and are often woven with symbolic threads that mirror the synchronistic events of waking life. These symbols are not arbitrary. They are like ancient glyphs, encoded with wisdom, reaching across generations. When we engage with them, we aren't just decoding messages for ourselves, we're tapping into the living story of humanity. In dreams, synchronicities unfold like riddles meant to be decoded not with the mind, but with the heart. A recurring animal, a forgotten memory, a sudden epiphany. All of it can mirror our outer experiences and serve as a compass pointing us toward alignment, healing, and self-actualization. These inner visions become bridges between our conscious choices and our soul's deeper yearning. As we reflect on these patterns, both in waking life and in our dreams, we begin to realize that what appears random is often meticulously orchestrated. Every encounter, every delay, every unexpected shift may hold a message. The stranger you meet who speaks exactly what your heart needed to hear. The book that falls open to the perfect page. The dream that replays a moment you haven't yet lived. These are not flukes. These are divine echoes, reminders that life is not random, but responsive. By embracing this truth, synchronicity becomes a compass, a spiritual technology for navigating life's terrain. It can confirm you're on the right path, or illuminate a hidden detour that aligns more deeply with your truth. In this light, synchronicity becomes an intimate conversation between the soul and the universe, a conversation that deepens as you learn to listen. Jung's philosophy, then, is not merely psychological. It's profoundly mystical. It doesn't just help us interpret events, it invites us to participate in them with greater awareness and reverence. It teaches us that our lives are woven into a larger mythos, one filled with invisible threads of connection, meaning, and destiny. To walk in this awareness is to become a co-creator with the divine, shaping your reality not just with action, but with intention, intuition, and attention to the unseen. So as you move forward in your life, attune yourself to this deeper rhythm. Pay attention to the nudges, the whispers, the improbable alignments. The universe is not silent. It's always speaking, always guiding, always aligning with the blueprint of your soul. These signs are not illusions, they are invitations. Invitations to grow, to remember, to return to who you truly are. Thank you for walking with me through this rich and mystical terrain. I hope this journey into the world of synchronicity has opened something within you. A doorway, a memory, a sense of deeper belonging. If you've ever felt the universe tap you on the shoulder with a sign too perfect to ignore, I invite you to share your story in the comments below. Let's build a mosaic of meaning together. Until next time, beloved soul, stay receptive. Stay curious. Stay aligned with the subtle magic all around you. The universe is always leaving you breadcrumbs. All you have to do is follow.